the Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Little Busters. So, I had messed up the last time. It was not actually the finale. Um, Instead of saying sideways, I guess I was supposed to say forward, so here we go. I remembered Kurugaya's word, or Kurugaya-san's words. Always face forward. I should just have confidence and keep facing in the direction that I have been. Correct. She poked her head out from behind the tree in front of me. Well, did you think the same trick would work on me a second time? Oh, looks like you took my reminder to heart. I'm slightly impressed. I felt like I had outdone her for the first time ever. It gave me a small boost of confidence. So, the classroom, he said. Alright, so we've already seen this. I'm gonna skip ahead to the next part that we haven't seen yet. Okay, so here we go. Well, I'll confess to her. I was going to do it today, but I couldn't find the right moment and let the chance slip by. If I don't do it, she'll probably never realize. Are you serious about doing this, Riki? Yeah, but I need some mental preparation. In a sense, I was lucky that I couldn't find the right moment and let the chance slip by. Thinking back on it, it wouldn't have gone well under those circumstances. Confessing to Kurugaya, you're awesome! But if it weren't for you guys, I would never have gotten this far. Our efforts weren't in vain then. But will it go well? I don't know yet. I see. Then do as you wish. Okay. Yes, this is much better. The following day. That's what I said, but... What's wrong, young man? No, it's nothing. During math class, we were having tea in the courtyard like always. I was solving equations under Kurugaya-san's guidance. You've been spacing out so much recently, Riki-kun. It seems that you haven't been getting enough sleep. Well, sort of. It was because of her. I had a hard time falling asleep thinking about how I'd confess to her. It's natural I didn't get enough sleep. Are you worried about something? My worries also had to do with her. I should just let it out at once. I'll surely feel better. I sighed. When you fall in love with someone, you become unable to think of anything else. There really seems to be something on your mind. You can always consult me. There's only one thing young men your age could be worried about, and that's love. She laughed heartily, slapping me on the shoulder. You know, she has uncanny intuition, yet she's so dense. Why did I fall in love with someone like her? Out of all people, I had to fall in love with the most troublesome one. Uh-huh. When your young head is often full of thoughts about the opposite sex. Let delusions get the best of you. Go out on the veranda, make her, on the veranda, naked and scream, her tits are #1 in the world, or run like a madman along the National Highway #16. No, I'm not that impulsive. You seem to lack that unconstrainable passion. No one in their right mind would have such unconstrainable passion. Only a pervert. She never changes. Anyway, what about you, Kurugaya? Me? Yeah. Who knows? What kind of answer is that? At the very least, I don't seem to have such passion. It'd be a disaster if you did. Well, I told you. I'm only capable of moving and talking, that's all. If that really were so, I'd not have fallen in love with her. In the cafeteria during lunch. I'll confess to her today after school. I opened the conversation by cutting to the chase. What? Hey, you're making me embarrassed. Don't blow it out of proportion. But this is so soon. I don't think so. We've done so much already. Besides, no matter what we do, she's not going to realize. Unless I tell her straight out, she'll never realize my feelings. So, what should we do this time? Operation Confession. No, this much I can handle myself. Or rather, that'd be way too embarrassing. Will you be okay? Who knows? You sound so unreliable. But I have no idea what Kurugaya-san is going to answer. I'm sure no one but her knows that. I'm just hoping it'll turn out okay. But I have no certainty that it will. And I won't know unless I try. Your love is so philosophical. Well, you know how she is. She's quite the troublesome one. That's right. I smiled wryly. But that's probably why I feel the way I do about her now. Honestly, the way that Riki looks at it is exactly how I look at it and how my father actually raised me to look at love and like asking people out is you can always take another no. Like somebody telling you no is not the end of the world. Yeah, rejection hurts, rejection sucks, but it's not the end of the world. There is always somebody else out there that you can find. After homeroom ended, we were free for the day. Everything in the classroom came back to life, and excited chatter filled the room. Where's Kurugaya-san? I ran my eyes across the classroom looking for her, but she was gone. I'm too late. Don't tell me you didn't warn her beforehand. But I was just too nervous to text her. Couldn't bring myself to press the send button. Huh, how pathetic. And you call yourself my arch nemesis. Huh? Since when? I think we should give you a hand after all. No, I'll be fine. I'll try to contact her. I walked into the hall. I took out my cell phone and dialed Kurugaya-san's number, but it didn't connect. Weird. I can't get through to her either. Same here. I wonder if her battery died. Guess I'll have to go look for her. Then I'll let you know if I run into her. Okay. I left everyone else and started walking around the school looking for her. Near the vending machine. Not here. Fine arts classroom. Not here either. Sports grounds. Clubroom. And back to the classroom. Maybe she returned to the dorm. But if her phone doesn't work, I have no way to contact her there. I was sitting alone in the classroom contemplating what to do next. Maybe I should leave it for tomorrow. No. I won't be able to relax until I put an end to this anxiety and uncertainty. And I won't be able to move on if I keep putting it off. This is so mysterious. I want to speak these words so much, but I'm too scared to actually say them. I don't get it. She was always the one taking the lead. What a troublesome person. I let out a sigh. I decided to make one more round of the school. But then I heard the sound of piano. I strained my ears. I heard a familiar melody coming from the speaker. The sound was very faint. It was quiet, but it was the sound of Kurugaya-san's piano. Oh, she must be in the broadcast room. I started towards it. On my way, I texted Masato and Kengo that I had probably found her. There were clouds gathering up in the sky and it was getting dark. I closed my cell phone, and with the sound of my cell phone being slammed shut, wow, panic overcame me. I stood before the broadcast room door. Even though my intent was to face forward, it couldn't be helped that I was feeling panicky and nervous. Besides, I was never so self-confident to think that my confession would surely be successful. What's more, I felt like I'd only been demonstrating my incompetence recently. But after coming so far, I had to go through with it and accept rejection, should it come to it. For some reason, I remembered the conversation between Kurugaya-san and Suginami-san that day. What Kurugaya-san said back then, did it mean Suginami-san had feelings for me? No. Thinking about this wouldn't solve anything. If you can't even understand someone's feelings, but still assume they like you, you must be either a hell of a guy or a hell of a fool. No matter what, I can't move on until I tell her. How can I know what she feels about me unless I ask her? Right. I made a firm nod and put my hand on the doorknob. It seemed like she'd already stopped playing piano. Not a sound was coming out. "Kurugaya-san?" My voice broke the silence. "Hmm?" I heard her voice. I stepped inside and closed the door behind me. "Oh, it's you. What brings you here, young man?" "Well, I heard the piano, so I thought you would be here." "Ahem. I see. That was careless of me. I forgot to unplug the cable. But thanks to that, I found out that you're here." "Hmm? You were looking for me?" "Yeah. There's something I wanted to tell you." My heart was beating faster and faster in my chest. Listen." Even my voice was shaking. "Hmm? Well, You're so strange. If there's something you want to say, then come out and say it. I'm ready to listen to you any time of the day or night. If only it was that easy to say these words. Well, how about you calm down for starters? That isn't possible either. I like you." "Yeah? I mean, I like you, Kurugaya-san." I did it. "Yeah, I like you too, Riki-kun. But why would you need to announce something like that to me?" She was totally getting the wrong idea. "No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, I'm too embarrassed. Or rather, is this really something that should need to be spelled out? I mean, I probably like you in a romantic way." "You? Like me?" Yeah. Looks like that finally drove the point home to her. She closed her eyes and sank into thought. I waited for her reply for what seemed like an eternity. She didn't budge. I felt like time had stopped entirely. At last, she raised her lids and spoke. "One day, I picked up some flowers. They were beautiful flowers growing by the side of the road, and I took them back with me. But before long, they withered away. They crumbled up. I regret it beyond words." She kept speaking in a low voice, not even once looking in my direction. I didn't understand what she was talking about. "Can you pretend you never asked me? I don't think I will ever be able to return anyone's feelings." She put her hand on my shoulder on her way out. "The rain's starting to fall. You should hurry back too." Without another word, she left. Did she turn me down? After being left alone in the room, I heard the sound of rain. No, it had started long before that. It's just that the sound was so quiet I had paid no notice to it. But now it felt maddeningly loud. "Guess I was turned down," I said to everyone after we'd gathered up in my room in the evening. Everyone had a complex expression on their faces. Only Rin didn't understand what was going on. "Well, what can I say? You did well enough." He put his hand on my shoulder. "I know. Frankly, I was convinced it'd go well." "Well, it's complicated. But I don't feel that it's over yet." "She turned you down. It's over." "But she just evaded my question. I still haven't heard what she really feels. I think I'll keep at it for a little longer." "What's with that positive outlook of yours?" "No, it's probably a negative one. Maybe I'm actually bad at giving up. Essentially, it's just that I can't get over it so fast after being turned down." "The more I listen to you, the harder it is to tell if it really is positive or negative." "Well, if you're a man, you should be able to make it clean cut." Well, he had a point. You know, just being able to express my feelings to her is a big step for me. "Listen, Riki, I don't want to be the one to pour cold water on you when you're being so enthusiastic, but..." "What?" "Isn't it enough already? Any more than this, and you're just going to end up hurting yourself. I know that's what it comes down to in any relationship, but if there's a chance that you'll get hurt, I won't or I won't be able to help you with this anymore. If you pretend that nothing happened between you two now, you'll still be able to go back to the way you were before. It took some time for for his point to get across to me. He was telling me to give up. I think it'd be difficult for you to handle her. Didn't you say it before, that you don't want Kurugaya to distance herself from the Little Busters? What if you do something stupid and it really happens? If it gets awkward between you two, you won't be able to remain as friends. You don't want that, do you? No, I will do something. Kengo stepped forward before Kyosuke. That's impossible. You can't change someone's feelings, don't you know that? But if we work together... Didn't you say I just a second ago? Kengo was at a loss for words as he sat back down. I never expected to hear that from Kyosuke. I didn't know how to answer. Thinking back on it, everything Kyosuke had been doing until now has been wide off the mark, meaning that he knew it'd end like this from the beginning. But he didn't want me to get hurt, so we kept doing all those silly things together. The other two didn't know what to say either and kept silent. I don't know why you're so obsessed with Kurugaya, but if she really means the world to you, you'll have to shoulder the responsibility yourself from here. Do you get it? He asked me with a serious look on his face. Responsibility? Can I really shoulder it myself? I can't give up. I can't give up, no matter how great the risk is. I like her and this can't be changed. What you're saying, Kyosuke, is that no matter how hard I try, I'll fail, right? Well, you can put it this way. It was Kurugaya-san who taught me to face forward. That's why I won't give up just yet. After I finished, Kyosuke let out a sigh. Well, it was us who stirred you up. I only hope it goes well. Right! There's nothing we can do. Good luck. Thanks. From now on, I was on my own. Is it really going to work out? Well, if it was so simple, no one would have to struggle with love. At the end of the day, I could only give it my best shot and pray for success. Why are you so serious about this? That's what it means to be in love. I looked outside. The rain had finally let up. During lunch in the broadcast room. So, you're here again, Riki-kun. Yeah. I set the plastic bag containing my lunch on the desk and seated myself across from her. Uh-huh. Since you're here anyway, why don't you announce a song? No, I don't want to. I see, that's a shame. That's not what I'm here for. What is it this time? I want to hear your answer. I don't think I'll give up until then. She said nothing to that. I was waiting for her, for a long time, but strangely enough, I didn't feel nervous. It didn't take long for people to get used to something, it seems. Or perhaps I was just steeled for any outcome now. It was because I had decided to face forward. Finally, she spoke. I think I gave you my answer already. I want to know the reason. It's as I said, I can't return anyone's feelings. That's not what I want to hear. What I want to hear is a lot simpler. What? Do you like me or do you not? Are there only two answers to your question? Yeah. It has to be one of the two. You're putting me in a difficult position. I'm sorry, I know that. She let out a sigh. No one makes me lose my composure like you. Besides, it's me, you know. Why does it have to be me? I don't think it matters. Let me say it one more time. I like you. Huh? Kurugaya-san cast down her eyes and darted out of the room. Oh, she's so embarrassed. That's cute. What was that about? I noticed that the mic was still plugged in. Oh no! Wow, it was on the entire time. But I don't suppose anyone was listening anyway. Maybe I would have felt better if I had actually broadcast my feelings here. Is she really going to turn me down? I recalled Kyosuke's words. I need to at least get an answer from her. Is this too much for me to handle? Kurugaya-san was still full of mysteries to me. I had zero experience with romance anyway, so I didn't know how to handle the situation. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I'm so sorry about thinking that the last one was the finale, but it wasn't because I messed up and now this is the real ending and meh! But I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Bye!